How's it going, everybody? So I said that I would do a video for this, since I already did one for Girls Frontline. So, why don't we just get right into it, shall we? Because, as we all know, we have this Heart of the Surging Flame event going on right now for anybody who is actively playing the game. It is a really fucking good event. It's got like a shitload of currencies and stuff in it, and there's still a lot that I need to do, but I think right now I'm sitting at damn near 3,000 obsidian, yeah. And I think it's 4 grand total to be able to get through all of this shit, and then you get an item of your choosing depending on what band that you supported at the end of it, once you get 4,000 fucking obsidian. And then after that, it's just capsule toy machine shit. So, that's another thing I gotta work on, because I gotta get through the whole entire stage. Like, the whole first set of stages. You know, fucking not looking forward to 8. 8 has a giant fucking asshole slug thing in it that's just gonna ruin my fucking life, but whatever, we'll figure it out. I also have a lot of operators I gotta work on that'll probably make that significantly easier for me. However, until that point, why don't we actually get on to the operators that I have gotten recently and just update with the account as a whole, shall we? So we're gonna just completely look at them, yeah, actually, from rarities. So Hoshi is my newest 6-star that I have gotten. The rest of them aren't new in any way, shape, or form. She was just a random pull that I got from, I don't know, some banner. She wasn't the featured 6-star on it, though, but she was an off-banner pull. And it was a 1 pull, too, on top of it, so go fucking figure. We obviously still have Executor and Chen. Those are my, even Saria. I use Saria a lot more than Chen of all of my 6-stars. I just refuse to use Silver Daddy, and Ifrit just needs to be built. I have a lot of characters I need to build. Now, you'll probably notice, though, beyond that, is we finally brought Texas home. I am so fucking thrilled about that. So that Texas banner that we just got, I got her on the free 10 pull that we wound up getting in the mail. So I finally brought fucking Texas, the long-awaited big Texas, home and fucking gave her the clothes that I put on layaway since day 1 since I started playing the game. So I am so fucking thrilled about that. We actually have vanguards now, guys. Like, fuck, man. Our vanguards fuck right now. I need to get I need to get Vigna to E2 though, because every other fucking vanguard that I use is E2. Why isn't Vigna? So she's gonna be a later to-do list thing though, because just Big Texas, Scavenger, and Courier are just so good at what they do right now anyway that I don't really need another one. So yeah, that's next on the to-do list. Lappers as well, which I've had her for God knows how long, is next on the to-do list as well, because she's going to definitely be E2'd sometime super soon to help make Annihilation 3 much easier. I made it to 350 today on my first try using a guide. I usually do the guide first and then fine-tune it afterwards, so. That being said, moving further along the line, I have Skyfire's outfit, which is cool, because I bought a bunch of currency and stuff like that, and that's just cute as fuck. So, yeah, we have that. It's fucking adorable. Who else down the line? Warfarin is kind of new, but I think I've already talked about Warfarin. I don't think that I've done any newer stuff where anybody doesn't know that I have her right now. Obviously, Flamebringer. We do have a Blue Poison now, though. Blue Poison is a character that I've been dying to fuck around with, because apparently her DPS is just crazy with the dot damage, though. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I've been told great things about this operator. So I want to build her already and see what she can do. But more importantly, of all snipers, who I want to build the most is this fucking guy right here. I managed to bring Executor out of the Magellan banner, I think it was what it was. So, yeah. Yeah, that is probably the one unit on that banner that I wanted more than anybody else, other than maybe Myrtle. Myrtle is fucking super great. We have a Firewatch now, Meteorite, and Platinum. I think I had Platinum before, but the newer ones are Neural and Meteorites. So, this is a character that I really desperately need to build for Annihilation 3 right here, because as much as I love Shirayuki, man, as much as I dig this fucking... Is she a ferret? I think she's a ferret. As much as I love this damn ferret, she just doesn't cut it for Annihilation 3. She probably could if she outscaled it and I E2'd her, but it's like, the slow doesn't help me nearly as much as the armor shred would with Meteorite. So, she's a must-have for Annihilation 3. Everybody knows Knurl. If you have a Saria, you basically have a Knurl. I don't know if there's anything specific that Knurl has for talents, though, but that is a thing. Yeah, her healing effect is better, so maybe she heals harder than Saria. I don't know. Ceylon was from the event, so anybody who's done the event should know about Ceylon by this point. I'm not 100% sure what she does, but I remember it being pretty solid. And then, of course, Premonix. Holy hell, I actually managed to get a fucking Premonix off banner randomly one day, and I was gloriously ecstatic about it. I need her built because just much better than Earth Spirit in almost every conceivable way. I don't think there are any new 4-stars other than the ones that I had mentioned. We're going to look at Vigna's outfit, though, just because it's adorable as sin. Like, look at that shit. It's just fucking cute as hell. I actually got Holly into this game recently. Or at least she got into it of her own accord recently, but I did suggest it to her a while ago, and naturally she flocked to Vigna because short little redhead. So, I don't know. Self-identification, I suppose. I don't see any new 4-stars in here, really. Other than Gummy, I guess. Gummy is new. There's, of course, the rope skin. We need to build a Frostleaf as well. That's another thing on the to-do list. I want to get on Annihilation 3. I'll show you guys the stage in a minute. But basically you have a top row and a bottom row defender, which you can do it with just guards rather than defenders. And if you do something like Frostleaf or Lapland and then have them facing towards the middle, you can have them aid the center lane with their ranged attacks, which is fucking dope as hell. And that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to have Frostleaf take a top or a bottom row and then put Lappers on the other one. It worked really good the first time around, even though it was a very uneducated run. And then, of course, this skin is just fucking cute as hell, man. It's so goddamn cute. But Myrtle, man, she's going to be a fun character to be able to build out. She's a unique operator. I think she heals nearby people on top of it, too. So, like, she's more of a supporter. And we don't need to go into, like, 3-stars, but I'm going to scroll through them anyway, just to make sure. Nope, alright. Nothing new here. The newest would probably be Papukar. So, alright, we're caught up to date with everything that we have for operators and everybody that I have built and worked on. Well done. So, I really just need my free 5-stars after 10 pulls from both this banner and this banner. If I could pull a Schwartz out of this banner, that'd be great. Probably not going to, because I have awful luck with 6-stars. But if I could at least get a Glaucus, I would be okay with that. Glaucus and Susuro, I'm okay with. But if you want to give me a fucking free Schwartz while you're at it, I will absolutely take that, Yo-Star. And then this banner, I hear conflicting things about, more particularly, because the only person that I really watch with this kind of shit would be, like, Tectone, and we all know how he fucking feels about, like, Sora and stuff. And I agree. To some extent, just because with any character like Sora that's just all support, with any less DPS that you're bringing into your team for anything, it's relinquishing, like, the damage or whatever utility that they bring to the team would need to offset and be better than bringing another DPS. And that's just logically how that works. And this game is just a very DPS-oriented game. Like, you really need to fucking deal more damage than the enemy, essentially, and there's a lot more cleverness involved to it, but yeah, I'd love to talk about that a lot more, but not at the exact moment in time. But this was what I wanted to pull up right here. Yes, this, which is my fucking Annihilation 3 run, which got all the way up to, I think, 356 is our, no, 353 was where we got. I hit 350 and then fucking dissolved immediately afterwards. Those big ol' axe dudes are assholes. Absolute assholes. I think I'm going to have this run on an auto run timer and fast forward it with a narration over it because I want to showcase my run for... No, you know what? I'm not going to showcase my run. Fuck it. Just my biggest issue for it, my auto run team here, This is what we were running with. If I had pulled out Franca and had another 2-block guard, this would have been significantly easier. I really feel like it would have been significantly easier, because my biggest problems was a lack of DPS in the center row. That was one of my biggest issues during this run. That, and if we can get Shirayuki out for Meteorite, we're golden, because she just wasn't quite delivering as much as she could, and neither is Perfumer. I need to E2 Perfumer to get that regen up even higher and to make it so that she can heal significantly. So her heals are not keeping everybody on the bottom row going once those ballistas drop. That about covers everything, guys, that I wanted to talk about here. That's pretty much everything that I have been doing. I've just been running the events, and when the event's done, we'll start working on some characters, and those are really the characters that I want to build the most right now. I want to get Lappers up to E2. I want to get, I would love to have a project ready E2, but that's probably not going to happen. Executor E1, Meteorite E1, Praminix E1, and yeah, that's about all she wrote. I might wind up doing a Meteor to E2, or at least higher level, as well as a Perfumer is going to need to be higher level, preferably E2 level, to be able to keep up her heals in that Annihilation 3 specifically, and just to make her a better AoE healer, because I don't have a better AoE healer than Perfumer right now. One of my biggest issues is I don't have a fucking Telopsis. I mean, it's not necessarily an issue, there are workarounds, but like, Telopsis is pretty much one of the top AoE healers in the game right now, I would say, arguably. So, understandably, a lot of people value her. Myrtle and then Frostleaf are other characters that I would love to build up. If there's anybody for funsies that I would like to build, I don't know. Maybe a Nightmare? Blue Poison? Fucking Mayor would be hilarious to build. And then maybe a Skyfire, because I do need a better AoE mage. And Amiya needs to be E2 soon, because I still don't have a better caster. If we just look at our casters right here, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I do not have any better single-target casters than fucking Amiya. I do not. Because Gray is AoE, you're AoE. Yeah, these are just... they're not doable, man. Sorry. This is not fucking doable. So, yeah, I might work on Haze, though, because I think she slows people? I don't remember. She does something. Lowers their resistance, so it makes it so that they take more damage. Good. Alright. Well, that's going to cut the video here, guys. Wasn't as short as I wanted it to be, but you know how I am. I'm longer-winded than I plan on being. Things to do for the future? I don't know. We're going to do some lobotomy, definitely. Sometime super soon, probably tomorrow to do lobotomy. And then I want to actually start working on that RPG rant series I was talking about before. I kind of mentioned it and introduced it and then never brought it back up again, so we need to actually start doing a little bit with that. Anyways, I will catch you guys later, and expect newer games super soon, because I have a couple of things on my list of to-do games, and I'm very excited to get into them.